You don't miss the person, you miss the memories. I feel like a lot of people will often go back and walk back into the lives of people who hurt them. They only remember the good times, they are only thinking about the memories, and they want to go back. They don't actually miss the person, but they miss the things that they used to do. They miss the memories of who that person was. They miss the memories of what they used to have. And it's not just in the sense of they miss that relationship that they had, they miss that memories of that person. It's also, you think that you miss an old version of yourself, but you just miss the memories that you made while you were that person. And it's not to say that those memories are bad or good. The person that you were was bad or good, but you weren't that person anymore. You had to walk away from that relationship. You had to walk away from that way of living for a reason, and you want to revert back to the person you were. You want to go back to that person that you were with. You want to go back to that friend group you were with. But you don't miss those people. You don't miss the person you used to be. You just miss the memories. So stop going back to those people. Stop reverting back to those ways, to that lifestyle. You left and you got up for a reason. Don't revert back because you think that you miss those people. Don't try to happy new year your way back into that person's life. Don't try to happy birthday your way back into that person's life. You don't miss them, you just miss the memories. When you think about that person, you only think about the good times that you had. You don't think about the problems, the disrespect, the undervalue, the lying, all of that. You don't think about the overthinking. You don't think about those nights where you couldn't sleep because you didn't trust them. You didn't know what they were up to, and it kept you up. They were treating you poorly and you never solved your problems. You never think about those times. When you think about that person, you think about the good times. You think about the laughs and the smiles, but you can't think about the memories. You can't think about the person. You have to think about, hey, what made me walk out? What made me change my way of living in the first place? I don't want to be that person who I used to. I don't want to go back to that person. I just miss those times that we had. I miss those fun times that we had, those firsts that we experienced together, going on that vacation, that trip that we went on together. It's those things that you miss. You miss the memories, and it's not that you're not gonna make new memories like that again, but sometimes in life you look back and understand that, hey, I'm the person who I am today because of the things that I had to go through. And it's those memories that make you who you are. But you can't waste the moments you have now thinking about the memories that you used to have. Stop going back to those people who caused you so much hate, caused you so many problems. They aren't in your life anymore for a reason, and you have to keep it that way. You think that, yeah, I should go back because I miss them. You don't miss who they are, and sometimes the person who you were with in that relationship, the person you were, doesn't serve you anymore. They may have changed. You think that, hey, I can go back to this person because I wasn't ready for them, but sometimes they weren't ready for you. And that's something you have to accept. Things in the past are in the past. Stop walking backwards, because if you always live in the past, if you're always looking at your rear view mirror, you don't know where you're going. You're stopping yourself from going forwards because you're trying to go back. If things are for you, if that person is meant to come back into your life, then they will. Stop trying to force things. Stop trying to walk backwards. Stop turning around, because then you'll never move on with your life. You'll never go to where you need to be, because you always are stuck at where you want to be. And sometimes you have to understand that there's wants and needs. You want to go back to that time period, you want to go back to that person, but you need to move on. You have to understand that, hey, I just miss the memories we had. I don't actually miss the person. If I really think about the person, do I get upset, or do I actually miss them for who they were? Do I miss them because they were so loving, caring, understanding? They always saw my point of view. They always compromised for me, or did they always cause me problems? Did we always fight? Did we always disagree? Did they always disrespect me? Did they always undervalue me? And the only thing that I'm remembering is those nice dates that we had, those late night conversations that we used to have. What is it that you're remembering about that person? Is it the things that you experienced together, or is it the person who they were? Because a lot of the times you just like the things that you did, and you can do those things with a person who will value you. You can go on those romantic dates, you can have those late night combos with somebody else, somebody who values you more, and not somebody who you just want to do things with. Because I feel like a lot of the times we will just like the idea of doing things with other people. We like the idea of a person and not who the person actually is. So we go back to that idea. We're dating the idea of a person. We're with somebody for the potential that they may have. You want to experience certain things just to have fun, but you can experience those things with the right person. That's something I've never understood, because I've had conversations with people and they're like, yeah, I just want to have fun. I just want to go on dates. But don't you want to go on dates with the right person, the person who you're meant to be with forever, not just some temporary person who you can experience things with? You want to experience those things with your long-term person. You want to make those memories with the person that you're going to be with, not just experiencing those things with somebody temporary. You want to date somebody for who they are and not the idea of that person. You want to be with somebody for who they really are. It's not some project. A person isn't a project that you can shape and mold them into the person you want them to be. People will always be who they are, so stop trying to change them. Stop trying to make them who you want them to be. They have to change, and they're always going to be who they are. So stop trying to make them who you want them to be. People will always go back and revert because it's comfortable. It's what they know. They don't want to explore something new because they don't know what that holds. They know who that person is, and they know what that comes with, and it's familiar to them. It's a lot scarier to go into water that you've never swam in than going back to that lake that you've grown up with, that lake that you went to every summer with your family. You know that that water's safe to swim in. You know what kind of fish are in there, but you don't know what that big ocean holds. You don't know what that new water has, the things that can be in there. You have no idea. But you have no idea that that's where you'll find the things that you need to find, the things that are meant for you in that water. But you have no idea because you always want to go back to that lake that you always have every single summer. But now that you understand, hey, there's no growth if I stay there. This lake is no good for me anymore. I just keep going back, and it's not progressing my life in any way. I'm stuck in this timeline. I'm stuck in this time, this season of my life when I need to move on. You need to move on. You need to go to that bigger water, that new water that you've never explored before, that new water that you have no idea what it holds. And it's scary because you don't know what could be there. But you have to understand that that's where your life lies. That's where your future is. That's the now. So stop going back and reverting to the people and the lifestyle that you used to live. You don't miss the person, you miss the memories. So I hope everyone's doing well. I'll see you on the next one.